I met Chuck Ellis in December 1989 when he showed up to my Army unit. I was the newbie second lieutenant. My unit, D Company 82nd Engineer Battalion, was getting in another new lieutenant. I said, great, I'm no longer going to be the newbie. Because as a newbie, you get everything handed on to you, whether you want it or not. When he showed up, it was great. A couple weeks later, he was promoted to first lieutenant, so I was still the newbie second lieutenant. When Chuck showed up, he had an official sponsor, and the official sponsor who was supposed to take him around, show him everything, show him the sights, answer all the questions he had, it fell onto me. So I became Chuck's official, unofficial sponsor. And from there, we became best friends. I've always seen Chuck as a brother to me. I am closer to him as a brother than I am to my two younger brothers who live in Colorado and Washington State, respectively. One of the highlights of my time being with Chuck, besides seeing him mature and grow personally and professionally on a daily basis, to his parents in 1990 time frame. And he said, Mom and Dad, this is my best friend Dave. Dave's a GDY. Y stands for Yankee. And I said, Mr. and Mrs. Ellis, I'm proud to make your acquaintance. Chuck is my best friend, and to me, he's an MFR. R stands for Rebel. So from there, Chuck's parents have always seen me as being part of the family. So I consider myself to be the black sheep of the family because I live north of the Mason-Dixon, Ohio River. I'm currently doing this video from Massachusetts because I grew up in this part of the world. I worked for Boston University Army ROTC as a military history instructor. I've known Chuck, like you said, since 1989. I've seen him mature on a professional and personal basis since the first time I met him. When he gets a challenge, he will try to find the opportunities, and instead of trying to find the easy way to get things done, he'll put a lot of mind muscle to it to figure out what is the best way to get it done, how can I beat it, and how can it help people I'm working with to overcome these obstacles that are in front of them. Chuck did that. He left the 82nd Engineers and went to Fort Campbell, Kentucky, 101st Airborne Division. Then he became a Alabama State Trooper, and then he also was previously a city councilor for the city of Albertville, Alabama. I know that he's rerunning for the city council for Albertville. And I know that he will do the right things once he is back on there. He will look at those challengers and say, okay, here it is. How do we get over this, and how do we allow us in the city of Albertville to keep moving forward instead of being stuck? Chuck has all those attributes that one looks for. Quiet dignity. Instead of basically telling the people, this is what you need to do and go out and get it done as a manager would, Chuck will be out in front leading those workers of his forward, saying, I'm going to do this heavy lifting with you. He learned that both from his parents, from the people he grew up with in Albertville, Alabama. Also, when he went through to Auburn University, went through Army ROTC, and got to meet a lot of great people there, to including the late Lieutenant General Hal Moore. Because I know every time we talk on the telephone, which is once every couple of weeks, he was on occasion telling me about what he learned from Lieutenant General Hal Moore. And so that is what the city of Albertville are looking for. They want somebody who can work the issues and then present, here's the solution that we came up with. It's politics. And sometimes Chuck and I have had our disagreements. I get that. But in the end, he will do the right thing. For example, when Chuck and I, prior to the Persian Gulf War in 1990, his platoon was short one soldier. My platoon went down to 11 people, including myself, and then I got the fire hose turned onto me, and I got plussed up to 31. And I had an extra soldier and said, hey, look, I got this extra soldier here. He just showed up. I can always push him from 3rd platoon, which I'm responsible for, to 1st platoon, which is you. He and I got into an argument in front of our unit commander, the late John D. Henshaw. I picked Chuck up off the floor and planted him against the wall. He told me, don't ever tell me how to run my platoon. And company commander Johnny Henshaw said, Lieutenant Tuttle, put Lieutenant Ellis back down on the floor. So which I did. And I winked at Chuck, and as soon as he walked out, we were laughing about it because basically, I think we had planned this subliminally. We just want to end this meeting with Chuck. He's a great person. I know that when I got married in Germany the first time, he was my best man. If something was to happen and Chuck needed my help, he said, "Get down here, I need you." I would take time off from work and beat feet down there for as long as I could, turn around and come back because he's that important to me. I would vote for Chuck Ellis in a heartbeat. He's my brother.